I'm in Tanzania, Arusha to be specific, which got in late last night. And so far I can tell you that if you love the sound of roosters, you would love this place. Because contrary to popular belief, roosters don't just make their sounds in the morning. They make their sounds all night long. First mountain I'll be climbing, starting today, is Mount Meru, which is only a 40-minute drive away from where I am. And then after that I'll be climbing to the roof of Africa, which is Kilimanjaro. It took 21 hours of traveling to get here, and then 10 hours of listening to roosters. It's been a great start. But I gotta separate my gear into things I can leave, things I'll carry, and things the porter will carry. Because it turns out that here in Tanzania, they don't want you carrying anything yourself. They provide porters. So this will be an unusual outing for me. Guide, porter, and specific to this hike today, a ranger with a gun to keep us safe from the wild animals. Okay, this is the team. What's your names?
Meshach.
Chidi. Frankie.
James.
Abel. He's a porter, also a chef.
Okay.
And the guide.
Water.
James the chef.
Stomach engineer.
Stomach engineer.
I'm a trip organizer.
There you go. All right, sweet.
Thank you.
Let's go. It's an hour drive to the gate of Arusha National Park, one of Tanzania's 16 national parks and home to Mount Meru. Wait, you see a giraffe? Oh my gosh, you're right, yeah. This superbly crafted diorama lays out the route in exquisite detail. First, we start at the water buffalo, alongside the elephants, then below the white van, around the leopard, up to the saddle, and from there to the summit. I've already seen a giraffe and zebras. So basically I've had the entire African experience within the first hour of my day. I could go home and say that I've been to Africa and seen all that it has to offer. But I figure while I'm here, I might as well maybe see an elephant and climb Mount Kilimanjaro and Meru. I'm here at Arusha National Park and the trailhead for Mount Meru. And I've been here now for probably an hour while they get things sorted. So I'm just waiting around. They gotta weigh the bags, make sure everybody has the same amount. All the porters are carrying the same amount. Waiting here and looking at this plaster cast replica of Mount Meru and watching the monkeys run around. We also have to take a ranger who is an armed guide, and he's there to protect us from the wild animals that could threaten our lives, which is an interesting twist to climbing a mountain. So he's got to come along as well, and he'll follow us up until the saddle hut, and then we summit without him because all the dangerous animals like to stay low. But for now, while I wait for everyone to get themselves put together and for what my guide calls African time, I guess I'll just stare at this replica of Mount Meru.
Wow, hello guy.
How's it going?
I'm fine, and you?
You're the guy with the gun?
Yes, yes.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, and we'll be together from here up to the top there, and then back.
Okay.
And we'll be joining with
those two.
Client.
Okay. You are assigned a guard by the park, and guards are often given more than one group to escort up to the first and second hut. This means that we'll be paired with Fabio and Philippine for our trip up to the saddle hut.
halfway through our hike, we stumble upon a tower of giraffes. You can also call a group of giraffes a herd or corps, but I think tower sounds way more awesome.
Not bad. Not quite what I was expecting accommodation-wise. Get a nice big room all to myself. Not bad. Here at the first hut, working on a plate of popcorn. People in other countries seem to think that popcorn is a great food item. I remember in Ecuador, they gave you popcorn to mix with your soup. It was about, I don't know, 7 miles, 3,000 feet of climbing at the world's slowest pace. Pretty good first day. I was eager to get out after flying for 20 hours and just move my legs. And so mission accomplished. That's what we did. The jungle was nice. It was open, saw some giraffes. One of the more interesting hikes I've ever done. But now I gotta go finish my popcorn and then hopefully get more sleep than I did last night. Finally got a glimpse of Kilimanjaro off in the distance before it got covered with clouds. Behind me, right there, is Meru. And this morning, I don't know if it was like the monkeys version of the rooster's call, but there was just this moment when all the monkeys were kind of like chanting in unison as if to welcome the day. It was the most interesting wake-up call I think I've ever had. Today should be about 5 kilometers with 1,000 meters of climbing. At the pace of my 8-year-old, it'll take about 4 hours.
Halfway. So we have 400 meters to be at the camp. Pole pole, Hakuna Matata.
It turns out the Lion King got it right. Hakuna Matata is something people actually say in Tanzania. It means no worries. The locals also have another saying, pole pole, which is Swahili for slowly. Little did I know how irritating this phrase would become during my time in Tanzania. Ooh, nice. Glacial. Thank you.
Made it to the saddle hut at 12,000 feet. A very short day. Originally, when I emailed the tour guide, I asked him if I could just come up to here on the first day, summit, and go back down to the trailhead on the second. And he said, no way. He said, the rules were you had to do this in 4 days, but they would allow in 3. Testing my patience, I'm learning and growing as I slowly crawl up the trail. Tomorrow we ditch the ranger, and it's just the guides and us to the summit. The only thing missing from this experience is a pith helmet. Everyone's carrying your stuff, making your food, bringing me tea in the morning. Not something I'm used to and not something I necessarily am enjoying, but I'm trying to just be in the moment and relax. I've been told to wait until tea time, which consists of a plate of popcorn and for me, some Milo or hot chocolate. I asked my guide if I could go and climb Little Meru myself, but it turns out he's more prison guard than guide. He said they would kill him if I was to go out on my own. So he followed me along as I climbed up Little Meru. I'm trying to convince my guide to wake up or to start off at 2 for the summit rather than 1. Because that just seems insane. And then it's just, like 4 or 5 kilometers and 1,000 meters. So not a big day. It's summit day here on Mount Meru, 1 in the morning. I didn't have to be up until 1:30, but everybody else got up at 12, so the commotion was so loud, it just made me wake up. You can't see it, but off in the distance there's Kilimanjaro, at least the silhouette of Kilimanjaro. It is a beautiful, cloudless night, which is more than I can ask for. Stoked because that means that hopefully it'll be a sunny, beautiful summit. We're gonna eat some porridge here in a second and then be on our way. Nice.
We're starting our hike to the summit. 5 to 6 hours from here to the top, and then 2 to 3 hours coming back down. We are the only people who are remaining here. The rest of the group have been lefting already, so we are the last people. But we're going to beat them because we are strong like Simba. Kilimanjaro behind. Yeah, we're gonna have a good moment to the top. After this, we are going there. Here we come, Kili. Get prepared, boy.
Summit of Meru. You can see Kilimanjaro back there. Pretty easy going. I don't think I've ever walked this slow. But if nothing else, walking slow sure makes you feel good on the way up. We're at 15,000 feet. Everyone said this was a good mountain to climb to acclimatize for Kilimanjaro. Totally cool. Watch the sunrise behind Kilimanjaro, which is something I didn't expect to do 4 months ago. Just here in Africa, on top of a giant mountain, after hiking past giraffes. Pretty surreal, actually, if you think about it. Top of Meru with Fabio,
Yeah.
Philippine,
Yeah.
Chidi, and
Emmanuel, wow. We're so happy.
he said that so
We don't believe you,
enthusiastically.
like,
Yeah.
We are really happy that you feel yourself being at the top of
This is my group, right? From the beginning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, that's good.
Best thing ever. top. The top one. Down the bottom is the crater, the ash cone, where volcanic was happening.
All right, we're back at the saddle hut. I was mentally prepared for a 10,000 foot descent today, but it turns out we're going to be picked up at the lower hut and driven. So only 6,000 feet of descent, maybe 10 miles. It doesn't sound too bad. Starting tomorrow, we'll get to work on Kilimanjaro. Yeah, nice, that rhymed.